Did you pick rock music or country music?
It's rock
I
country.
heard country.
It's country rock.
Somehow living in the country makes me like country music again.
I don't know. I mean, I'm such a music idiot or a bumbling music person, so I picked what sounds like music.
Well, I picked like Benny Benassi, but that's not on the radio, so.
No, we might be able to get, I don't think they have Wi-Fi at the storage place, so we probably can't stream Spotify. So I guess we'll just stick with over the air.
Okay, that sounds good. Good thing we're not picky.
And listen to cheesy ads.
It's really bright outside. So the longer Jesse and I are together, the more we're learning each of the other's pet peeves. And Jesse's learning that this, I can't stand it. I like cleaning and I love organizing, but this intimidates the heck out of me and I'm not looking forward to this at all. So until this is done, I'm gonna be a little bit grumpy.
You know what these are? These are Alyssa's devil horns.
They're like clutter indicators. So what we gotta do today is organize this beast. And we have to tell you guys that we're not messy people. This just happens as of course of like just acquiring tool after tool after tool and having so many projects to work on that organizing the storage unit is not one of them. And we started with great intentions. We actually do know where everything is. We just can't get to it. So I guess first we're gonna have to take some things out of the storage unit and then we're gonna have to put our metal racks in that we just bought. And then probably start stacking it and hopefully we'll clear off some floor space. Do you have a better idea?
Well, yeah, and we got a bunch of brackets there too. So if we need to,
we might gotta go to the hardware store.
Yeah, like the light stuff like seeds and gardening and brewing and all that stuff can go, we can put it up higher up here. Yep. So all of this fun stuff has to come out. Not all of it. Just enough of it to get metal racks in and then we'll start organizing.
Set up a time lapse and they can all laugh at us and wish they're not us right now.
Is there a time lapse long enough? Infinite time lapse.
We have extra batteries.
Extra batteries, infinite time lapse, go. So I think as we take it out, what we should do is put stuff that we're gonna use regularly over here and then kind of as like a once over on the storage unit, anything at this point in life that we think we may never use again, we could put on one side to donate or sell, and then kind of organize like by power tools and nails and drill bits and
while we're doing this, we're counting on the fact that nobody else is going to come to the storage unit in this general vicinity because they ain't getting through.
We own this whole area.
Yes,
so if you're coming for storage, just know.
So we cleared out enough space that we should be able to finagle some racks back here. I think that's our grand plan.
And do less work, so hopefully we can start stacking this over here. This Shopsmith just takes up a lot of space.
And it's gonna have its own entire rack, right?
Yeah, it'll because just the accessories and all the extra pieces, parts, and tables.
But this one thing is worth taking up space because it could build a large portion of our house. So
yeah, well worth the space for sure.
Here's the aftermath of our fire logs. Yep.
So they sat in there for 2 winters.
The first winter, they didn't get wet at all. They were fine, but this winter, I think because of the snow, there was a little bit of leaking.
Something.
But it's okay.
Something happened because the concrete's wet,
I see this is free compost material.
So lesson learned about fire logs. They're good and they're bad.
Well, we knew that. We weren't naive about how we were storing them.
True.
It was our only option, so.
Yeah, we weren't going to put them at the house. Oh well.
It's all
now,
good.
Compost.
Heck yeah.
The guy we bought these from said these are available at Costco. If we can find a link for them, we will. But we love that I think they're not stainless steel, but they're galvanized, and they've got a caster kit on the bottom. So you can load them up pretty heavy and still move them around, which we kind of need because we've got a lot of hardware and nails and things like that we need to sort. But then we've also got a bunch of power tools that we want to keep super organized, so when we need to grab one, we can.
This is what progress looks like, one step at a time. We're getting there.
This is fragile.
I can't wait to see how clean this looks when we're done. The left side looks better than the right side. Yeah. So that's good. Ugh. So
need a camping shelf, cleaning shelf,
oh yeah,
woodworking shelf, automotive shelf, household shelf, seasonal shelf. Are we average Americans?
I don't think so.
I don't feel like we are, but
I
maybe
think
we are.
we're building a house and we're trying to be self-sufficient, so we have a lot.
We have a business, a house,
tools,
a rural
yeah.
property.
It's not like our TV that we can't part with.
Right, exactly. What TV?
I'm trying to get creative with our storage, so we're trying to store things between the walls here, and I don't know, hopefully that keeps some stuff off the ground, but we have a ways to go, so it's definitely a project. We're happy we didn't start this at 5 o'clock last night when we were hungry.
There would have been lots of baby punching.
Oh my gosh.
Kitten punching. I mean each other punching.
Yep.
Looking pretty sharp in here though.
Keep going.
Still got another rack. We still got lots of vertical.
Yep.
And we still have all these brackets, so. Keep going up, they said.
2 hours later. 2 hours later.
How many times have we moved the Shopsmith so far?
A lot.
Probably like a dozen. Musical Shopsmith.
You know, this is looking pretty good.
Yeah.
If we didn't have all of that to go back in, so I don't know. I think we should start accepting bets on whether or not we'll make it fit. So we decided if push comes to shove, anything from our former life that's disguised as fun is gonna go. Snowboard, go. Tennis racket, go. Cute clothes, gone. What else? Guitar, gone.
Anything that looks like fun.
Gone.
On the contrary, anything that looks like work. Don't worry, your place in here is safe.
Yeah.
Like, that looks like a toy, but actually, that's work.
Yep.
The Thunderbolt. And that coffee maker right there,
It's pretty
don't
much
worry.
as important as oxygen, so
Yeah.
that's sting.
This makes this possible. So that's actually gonna stay. And if you're wondering what that is, it's a trolley for a camera.
But drones make trolleys obsolete.
But the drone kind of replaces the trolley. So trolley, you might be on your way out, buddy. Right about now, a lot of you folks are probably screaming, get a storage container. And the reason we didn't do that is twofold. One, when we got here, we spent a lot of money getting our septic installed. We had to buy an RV to live in, which we paid for cash. We had to buy a truck, which we used to tow the RV. We had to purchase a chainsaw so that we could start work on other projects. We also purchased a small utility trailer and a four-wheeler and a lot of other things. And so when we got here, we ran out of cash quickly. And because we have businesses, we had to reinvest what capital we had left in our business. So we didn't have enough cash to buy more stuff. That was the first reason. And so a lot of folks have said, oh, you could save money, get a storage container. So this storage unit runs us $60 a month. It's under 24-hour video surveillance. And we can leave without having to worry about it getting broken into. We haven't had any issues. A storage container isn't going to work that way, or a shipping container isn't going to work that way. If it's on our property and it's padlocked or chain locked or whatever, and we leave, we always wonder whether our stuff is safe or not. Here, we're not really that concerned about it because it's under 24-hour surveillance. So those are the two major reasons that we decided to not use shipping containers. Does that mean we'll never use a shipping container? No. At this point, we're trying to build a house. We're trying to focus all of our money and resources on getting our house built. And we're building our house a little bit bigger than we really need, like bare minimum squeezing by, because we want to have room for storage in the garage. So the garage is a little oversized for a couple of cars, and that's because a portion of this garage will be used as a workshop and seasonal storage. Why are we doing that? We're doing that because you only want to heat one building, and you don't want to have to shovel snow on the sidewalk to your shop if you can avoid it. Does that mean we'll never build a shop? No. But we'd like to heat one building, secure one building, shovel one building. So we're trying to focus our resources on getting our house built instead of kind of band-aid, 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 which we did a little bit of that when we first got here. So instead of getting a shipping container, we've decided to focus on the house and getting it all done. What we see a lot of properties do, which we're not picking on those people, but it's not something we're excited about, is they have tons and tons and tons of outbuildings. They've got a building for this and a building for that and a building for this and a building for that. And in the end, you have tons of roofs, you have tons of foundations, you have tons of sidewalks to maintain, and we're trying as best we can to hold off from doing that. So for now, $60 a month. We'll probably end up paying around $1,500 total by the time we're all done with this storage unit. And then hopefully we'll be moving all that stuff into our future home. Uh-oh, we got a problem. We're running low on nutrition. Went to start the car, battery's dead. Realized the radio had turned off. So now we have a mayday situation. We're out of food and the battery's dead. So Alyssa went to get help. Alyssa did a good job. Someone came to save us. Thank you, Jumper Man. Saved the day.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what? Both times we've turned the radio on just to listen to music, we've run the battery
That's
dead.
why I don't do that.
Right?
I never do that, but it's Jesse. Jesse knows what he's doing.
Is this thing on?
Yeah, it's recording.
Oh, okay, good. I don't know what I'm doing
I blame
either.
you. I blame
know
you
what?
because I copied you and you got me in trouble.
We've got dehydration
So,
and malnutrition
yeah.
and all kinds of other malfunctions. So I'm going
I was like waving at people and everyone's like, hey, I'm like, I need help.
That's the problem with living in a nice town. People are like,
Yeah,
hey, good
everyone's
to
like,
see
hey,
you.
yeah.
And you're like, hey,
So I had to try like one of these like,
help,
Yeah.
help. It helps if you could just park the car
that
down there with the
guy,
hood up.
that guy just waved at me to be friendly the first time, then he came back the other time, I was still there and he's probably like, oh, maybe she needs something.
He said he was trying to kill time, so I think we did
Okay.
him a favor.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta put these away and then I'm off to get nutrition.
Yes, okay, and I'll keep working away. Well, we're done, we did it.
Yay!
And this is the Goodwill pile. Well, not all of it, some of it's going home.
The lesson learned today is that you're gonna need some storage space, folks.
Yep.
You're gonna have a lot of stuff if you're gonna build a house from scratch. You're gonna need a lot of stuff.
And the closer you get to building your house, the worse it gets.
Yep. I guess you could buy everything if you wanted to. You could buy your doors and buy your cabinets and you could buy a
When
lot
you
of
need
things.
them.
But call us crazy, but we're hoping to build a lot of that stuff and
Yep.
well, it takes tools to get the job done, so gonna need somewhere to stick all of it. I'm actually really proud of us. I remember packing all of our things in our truck,
heck yeah.
and I think there was 12 bins. And
Ugh.
most everything else that we've
Yep.
acquired is either materials or tools, one or the
Yep.
other. We've not really, in fact, I think we're still getting rid of a lot of just like frivolous stuff.
We're getting
that we
rid of a
don't
lot of
really need.
personal belongings. That is mostly Alyssa's clothes. Every time we come to storage to get rid of like a bucket full. Don't ask me how many I started with.
Let's go of them emotionally more than anything.
Yeah.
Let's go of the idea that white jeans won't work around here. All right, so we got to take our solar panels
Wait,
down.
we didn't show them what it looks like.
Oh,
That looks dang sexy.
we just
Look at
dropped
that.
Another $4,300 of tools. In
There's a whole walking space in there, and we added 2 full trailer loads and 2 Subaru loads of tools in there, so that looks pretty good. That's a pretty small storage unit too.
Hey, is there room for a backhoe in there? Tractor?
You know what? If we were really creative, we could. we may or may not be getting a somewhat larger tool in the near future.
Yeah.
And we already decided it can't come in here.
Yeah.
That's all we can say.
Sorry, I can't tell you anymore. Tease.
Yeah.
Well, you'll know when we get it.
Oh, yeah.
You'll know.
We won't say anything and you'll be like, oh.
That tool.
Okay.
The tool that won't fit in here.
Yeah. Do we gotta go home now?
Let's go home. I'm tired.
Okay. We need to recover.
Yeah, we have a lot of stuff to take to Goodwill and other chores to do, like edit video
Yeah.
and design a house and stuff.
Yep. Okay.
Let's do it.
Our food bin with blackstrap molasses leaked all over it. We're gonna clean that up another day. It's been there for a year. What's another year? There comes a limit to how much work we're willing to do in a given day.